righty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Stop what you're doing. Caitlin Clark just made a major statement to kick off 2025. The basketball standout, known for her clutch performances and rising status in the sport, was the first guest of the year on the New Heights podcast, hosted by Travis and Jason Kelce. In the interview, Caitlin opened up like never before, sharing career insights, her mindset after an unforgettable season, and much more. It's a conversation full of real moments and revealing answers that fans won't want to miss.
She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome everyone. Yeah.
But what does Caitlin really think about the pressure that comes with being one of the biggest names in sports? What's next for her fast-rising career? And why is everyone talking about that one comment she made about the NBA? Don't worry, we're covering it all right here, right now. Let's dive in.
Appreciate it. I'm excited. I don't get excited about many things, but this was at the top of my list. So
The Kelce brothers wasted no time getting things started, opening the show with their usual humor. Jason and Travis jumped right into Caitlin's incredible list of accomplishments, from her standout college basketball career to becoming a nationally recognized name. And when two NFL stars are joking that her resume puts theirs to shame, you know you're dealing with someone truly special. It was the perfect way to break the ice and kick off an interview full of insight and unexpected moments.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Jason wasn't exaggerating. During her senior year at Iowa alone, Caitlin racked up over 40 records and honors. Then, in just her rookie season in the WNBA, she shattered an incredible 62 more. And that's not even counting everything she accomplished in her first 3 years of college. Her list of achievements is so extensive, Wikipedia had to give it its own page.
Is there any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, I'd give you the answer my mom would say is probably academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
that's a good answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from mom.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did all right in school, so hung in there. But other than that, they're all cool, but you don't really care. It kind of just comes with it. It comes with having fun.
Caitlin then took a more personal turn in the conversation, sharing a touching moment about her mom. She said her mother was especially proud of her being named an academic All-American, an honor that means just as much to her family as her success on the court. Caitlin explained that the awards and records are simply the result of hard work and a true love for the game. Breaking records was never the goal. But then came the real gem. She revealed what she considers her coolest achievement so far.
The Time Athlete of the Year was cool too, just because you see the list of like all the athletes that they've had prior to me, and a lot of those people I idolized growing up, and LeBron's been the only other basketball player. So, and it's cool as a woman, like they haven't had many females on the cover too. So for women's sports, it's kind of special, but you know, just kind of comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know.
Always humble, Caitlin didn't dwell on being named Time's Athlete of the Year. To her, it's more than a personal award. It's a victory for women's sports. She highlighted how this kind of recognition reflects the bigger picture: growing fan support, sold-out arenas, and record-breaking viewership. For Caitlin, it's not just about her, it's about the movement. And that grounded mindset is a big part of why people admire her both on and off the court.
That's right.
How long have you been a part of the kingdom?
I'm sorry, Jason. Not
You
to
can
crush
apologize
you.
to me. I'm honorary member.
I'm a Midwest kid, so there's this picture that's been circulating a couple years ago when I was on Peyton Eli's Monday Night Show. where I'm in a full Chiefs outfit. I had family in Kansas City, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours from Kansas City. So that's just the closest NFL team. So my dad was a big Chiefs fan growing up.
The conversation then took a lighthearted turn when Caitlin's love for the Kansas City Chiefs came up. She lit up talking about how she's been a fan since childhood and how much she's enjoyed watching their incredible journey. And with Travis Kelce sitting right there, the playful back and forth was effortless. It made for some truly fun moments.
People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like
I love it.
We were ride or die. So we've been big fans. And now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
From her favorite game day memories to praising the Chiefs' nonstop drive, it's clear Caitlin isn't just a basketball star. She's a true sports fan at heart.
Who was your childhood like?
My brother loved Tony Gonzalez. Like that was
Tony
his guy.
G.
Yeah.
What a guy.
So
He was the chief.
We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City.
That's so
and we
fun.
still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve, maybe. We went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like obviously
we got heaters on the sideline. They let us cheat.
Arrowhead's not too bad.
And then came the moment every fan dreams of. Caitlin had a special request for Travis. Straight from one Chiefs fan to another.
I got some time. So hopefully I can make it to a Chiefs game here soon. Maybe a playoff game or something. So
I'll tell you what, we punched our ticket, so we're definitely we're gonna at least have. I would assume we at least got one at Arrowhead, but you know, you're invited to them all. So
all right, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
And she meant it. Here's Caitlin sharing what it was like growing up as a Chiefs fan.
No, it was always a big deal. My dad always had them on, whether we were in the basement, whether we were upstairs. A lot of times my family would be cooking. My mom is like the best chef of all time. So she would oftentimes make really good food while we were watching, but that's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but you know, we would be watching the Chiefs and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what, you know, is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the Chiefs.
Caitlin then takes us back to where it all began, reflecting on how basketball has always been part of her life. She shares memories of playing against boys, competing in middle school, and the moments she started to stand out. Then comes a surprising reveal. She got her first college recruiting letter in 7th grade. While most kids were just navigating middle school life, Caitlin was already catching the attention of top programs. Let's hear her talk about that unforgettable moment and how it helped shape her journey.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So at the time, like,
that's insane.
It's insane.
Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like where college like recruitment has kind of gone. It's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like my parents were just like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They like wanted me to be in 7th grade and like enjoy middle school and like hang out with your friends. Like you shouldn't be worrying about where you're going to college.
I love that so much.
Caitlin also shares how her parents made sure she had a well-rounded high school experience. They surrounded her with positive influences and gave her the space to grow, both as a player and as a person, something she's truly grateful for today.
Yeah, so I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college, and then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of like make sure, you know, I have a good circle around me. Like it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Like also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So
the trio then laughs about how college recruitment has turned into a social media spectacle, reminiscing about the simpler days. Caitlin, at just 22, is already reflecting on how much has changed, showing just how mature she is beyond her years.
It is now. I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. I mean,
yeah, it was close. Like people were starting to do it, like post like, oh, I got an offer from here. I got an offer from here.
And especially in basketball.
Now it's all you see on social media. It's like only people talk about. It's crazy. But obviously times have changed too. But
oh, times have changed.
Yeah, it's 7th grade was wild. And I was playing up like 2 years. So I was playing with high schoolers. But yeah, I didn't really like think anything of it. Like I was just going out there and hooping and having fun, and it's kind of just what came with it.
Caitlin reflects on her rookie season, describing it as a delicate balance between fitting in with her team and standing out as a player with big potential. She talks about how she handled the challenges of stepping into such a competitive environment while staying true to her unique style of play. It's a fascinating look at the mindset of an athlete who knows when to lead, when to listen, and how to elevate the whole team without taking the spotlight away from their collective effort.
And you come in as a rookie and like you said, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. You don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, you're already highly thought of. People are turning to you to be something or be someone. So it's hard. You're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
School Caitlin takes a moment to praise her veteran teammates, giving them full credit for helping her adjust to the next level of the game. She speaks with genuine gratitude about how their guidance, encouragement, and shared experiences made all the difference in her smooth transition. For Caitlin, it's clear that while her talent speaks for itself, the support of those around her has made her journey all the more fulfilling.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
But also, I had a lot of really good vets around me too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too. So people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But I feel that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. You're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you you got to perform and be what they drafted you to.
Could you share a bit more detail about the scene with Aaliyah Boston during Caitlin's first game against the Connecticut Sun? I can then help you rewrite it in a clear and engaging way.
I love Aaliyah Boston pouring into this young rookie. It's supposed to be hard. This is an adjustment period, and Aaliyah making sure that her rookie knows we have your back.
School Erica Wheeler showed Caitlin Clark support and embraced her from the start.
For me, I just wanted to get ahead of it because I know this transition is tough. Just being undrafted and being a rookie, it's very unlikely that a vet, just take you in when you got the same position.
These are the kinds of veteran leaders who helped Caitlin grow during her first year as a professional. The trio then discussed Caitlin's welcome to the WNBA moment.
Eardrum popped and ruptured. Ooh. And I knew it right away because I've done it before. And I was just it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. But
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess?
I was guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. In water. Something
correct.
With water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool.
The chemistry between these three is truly special. It's also great to see how Caitlin gives Travis and Jason the space to share their own stories, making sure the conversation flows both ways.
Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had to be
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that, Travis.
That's funny. But yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was underwater. I'm am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W.
School the tone shifts as Caitlin reflects on how transformative the past year has been. With sincerity, she talks about how life-changing it's been, not just in basketball, but in the opportunities, growth, and lessons she's experienced along the way.
I would say I don't know, life-changing maybe?
That's a great one. I think
really
that's all in a good way. Things just change really fast, as you guys know. That's just how the world works, and especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun and why I've had so many cool opportunities too. So it's crazy, looking back at a year ago today or around this time, I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Yep. Caitlin expresses genuine gratitude for the experiences, both the highs and the lows, and for the people who have supported her throughout it all. It's a grounded, heartfelt moment that reminds us why she's such an inspiring figure, both on and off the court.
So life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis, and feel lucky I'm still in the Midwest. I know you guys like the Midwest, so
I've been in the Midwest my entire life. Jason's officially an East Coaster now.
Yeah, but Philly, of all the East Coast cities, kind of has like some Midwest feel to it.
It's the most west.
I don't think Philly wants to hear that. They'll probably hate that I said that, but whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to like that comment. They want to be far from the Midwest.
No doubt.
Exactly.
School Caitlin isn't afraid to speak her mind. She shares her bold take on why NBA ratings have dropped, diving into what she thinks is missing from the game, whether it's the lack of rivalries, changes in playing style, or how the league promotes its stars. It's a refreshing and honest perspective from someone who truly understands what keeps fans engaged. Let's hear Caitlin's unfiltered thoughts on what the NBA could do to bring viewers back.
What are your suspicions potentially as to why the NBA ratings would be down?
Honestly, like, I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are, and they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Like, that's why it looks like they're not trying. And obviously the physicality of the league has changed a lot, and I wasn't around when it was like much more physical, and maybe people want more like beef and physicality, and people think it's gotten soft, but I think that's also because the skill has just changed. And like,
she then shares her honest thoughts on how the sport continues to evolve and why she believes that's a positive thing for the game.
That's what's great about basketball. Like, it's always evolving. Like, it's going to be different than when MJ played. It's going to be different in 10 years than it is now. So it's hard for me to like put my finger on like why it has gone down. And also it's competing against a lot of football right now. You have to take that into consideration. Like, football is just, you know, that's America's favorite thing. I think people should like, I mean, I love 3-point shooting. I love seeing guys just like launch threes, but not everybody loves that. So I don't know.
Well, now the fun really begins. The trio starts brainstorming and even addresses NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, sharing their ideas on how to make the NBA exciting again.